I meant to do this recording about, I want to say, fucking 7 days ago. Um, well, actually, not 7 days ago, 4 days ago, because I wanted to make sure that I had everything ready and that the story didn't change. And then, of course, the story fucking changes. For anybody who doesn't know, today I will be talking about the EDP445 issue. And it is an issue. But I won't just be talking about him. I'll be talking about other people who refuse to deal with him in the proper manner. You see, originally this video was just going to be me reading off a list of names that have been falsely accused of shit in order to lead into a serious fucking problem that the YouTube landscape, the commentary community especially, seems to fucking have. And while I say the commentary community, of course it's not all of them. But certain bigger guys in that community seem to have with this fucking pedo obsession shit, right? And you would think that after all these years of I'm Alex and all of that shit that happened in 2019, we would be able to fucking have some semblance of sense. And I was fucking wrong. But EDP was recently exposed, not accused, exposed, actually literally legitimately exposed, and admitted to trying to have sexual relations with a 13-year-old girl. Now, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not something that you want to get exposed for. It's not something you want to be caught doing. Probably because you shouldn't fucking do it in the first place. But that aside, I hate talking about this shit because it always ends the same fucking way no matter what, right? It always ends the same way. There are going to be people that are for this. There are going to be people that are against it. I'm sorry, I just ate. But my issue is right now, and this is the these are the updates for EDP. He's gone to Facebook and declared that he's going to be making more videos. So that's already problem number one for me. And problem number two is that the FBI have started an investigation. When I was originally planning to do this, they didn't start an investigation just yet. But they have now just started an investigation. But the problem is, due to the motherfucker that caught EDP, the investigation has been tampered with irreparably. So here's what happened. Basically, EDP was catfished in the public by a guy who likes to call Black Lives Matter care lines, donation lines, and shit like that, and scream the N-word or scream the N-word on his fucking live or whatever the fuck, right? And by the way, if you're gonna fucking sit here and argue with me that racism is worse than pedophilia, do me a favor, okay, just really quickly. Whatever desk that you're sitting at, I want you to take your fucking head, right, and just bang it into your desk until the fucking white meat shows. Because there's no possible way that you should be able to get dressed in the morning with the way that you think if you think along these fucking lines. That being said, the guy who did this, who caught him, is still an irreparable, reprehensible piece of shit. And that shouldn't be taken away from him just because he did a good thing. Yeah, he did a good thing for fucking clout. That's the only reason why he pulled this off. Or how he even managed to pull this off. But because of the investigation that has been tampered with, we might be looking at another Red Kiwis situation. Red Kiwis admitted to sexting an underage fucking girl. Same situation, pretty much. receiving nudes from said underage girl, giving nudes to said underage girl. By the way, he's not anywhere near fucking prison yet. The only YouTuber that I know of that is legitimately guilty and that's legitimately in prison right now is that Austin Theory guy. I think his name is Theory. No, it's probably not Theory, because I'm thinking of the NXT wrestler. No, I'm not calling Austin Theory from NXT a pedophile. But there was a guy named Austin on YouTube. You know the fucking one I'm talking about. Yeah, he was caught fucking asking little girls for twerking videos. Alright? He got sentenced. He was caught and he got put in fucking prison where he should be buried underneath the prison. But, you know, we'll take what we can get around here. No. EDP's gonna get away with this. He's going to get away with this. I have a sick feeling in my stomach that he's going to get away with it. And there's a lot of fucking factors in why he's going to get away with it. And one of the fucking many factors, as I just discussed, is the fact that this fucking psychopath that caught him is one of these fucking wannabe, fucking no talent, not funny fucking edgelords that thinks that just saying a racial slur out of context or to someone of said color is a form of comedy. Let me stress to you people really quickly, especially ones that know me. I'm not one to censor myself. I say whatever the fuck I feel like, whenever the fuck I feel like it. I'm not on any sort of woke shit. I'm not an SJW. I don't fucking follow the we must watch what we say at all times because fuck your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings because generally speaking, you won't give a fuck about mine. However, in this situation, the guy that fucking caught EDP has not only fucked the investigation up, but because of his fucking negligence and how he handled this, which it is negligent. I don't care what you say, it is negligent. EDP's gonna walk. He's gonna walk away from this scot fucking free. Just like Red Kiwis. Except you know what the problem was with Red Kiwis? The police weren't even involved with him. Do you see what I'm saying? This fucking internet vigilante shit has to stop. We are not the fucking cops. Okay? We are not people that have authority of some kind to distribute justice the way that we see fit over the internet or otherwise. As much as I would love to take someone like Red Kiwi's fucking head and curb stomp it into paste, I can't do that because as fucked as this justice system is, I'll be the one that ends up in prison for 25 fucking years for premeditated murder. While he doesn't get to end up anywhere and suffer any sort of consequences. He already suffered his consequences because I would have just stomped his head in the pavement. And that's just a hypothetical situation. Correct? On the internet, for whatever reason, and I'll never understand this for as long as I breathe air on this pathetic world. I will never understand why the fuck people feel the need to take matters into their own hands by using this cancel culture shit. But yeah, they're automatically canceled if they end up to be a fucking Bill Cosby or a fucking Harvey Weinstein. But what happens when they don't even fucking really do anything wrong? What happens if their intentions were different? What happens if their intentions, while foolhardy, were just negligent in execution? What happens then? Well, I guess that doesn't matter, according to people like h3h3, Trisha Paytas, and that fucking clown defnoodles. Which, by the way, you can try and sue me, Def. You won't get a dime. I'm pretty sure that James Charles is gonna pound your little fucking ass in the courtroom. So don't fucking even bother coming my way with all that fucking stupid alt-right bullshit. Because I'm not alt-right. I don't care. care how small I am. You don't care about anybody's fucking livelihood around here. And you're gonna ruin this platform even further for the rest of us with your bullshit. I don't care. Stay away from me. We ain't got nothing to talk about. But that fucking psycho, along with the other two that I just listed, are currently chasing James Charles, which, to be fair, I don't know if James is meaning to look at. I don't think James is probably looking for teenage boys, but James is a fucking idiot. And his negligence is going to get him into lots of fucking trouble. I mean, right now he's looking for legal action. And I don't mean like the Senpai legal action from the other day, which that was just a fucking laugh riot. I mean like Defnoodles might fucking lose everything that he owns, which is good. Because it'll fucking teach the lesson to the rest of these fucking parasites on this website that this false allegation shit should not continue. David Dobrik played a prank on somebody, and to be fair, it was a stupid fucking prank. But then again, it doesn't fucking help the case when the guy says, yeah, I'm willing to do more pranks like this after the first one. It really doesn't help anyone's case, actually. So the David Dobrik allegations aren't looking very good either. And then there was one other one, I don't remember which one. And then always Onision's on the chopping block, even though he's never even been investigated. I think he got investigated one time for child abuse. And that wasn't even internet related. That was just fucking his kid got fucking hurt. And keep in mind, right? I am not a fan of any of these fucking people, okay? I think James Charles is a pretentious little prick. I think David Dobrik needs to find a different hobby other than making dudes kiss each other. And I think Onision just needs to fucking leave the internet overall, or else there's just gonna be this constant shit that continues to follow him. I think he just needs to, like, go to therapy and get off of the fucking attention meds or whatever the fuck he takes in order for him to act like this or say the shit that he says, like the other day. But none of these people, from what I can gather, and I mean, you can look at the stories all you want, they're all botched. Because everyone came back with receipts. They're all botched. It doesn't matter what you want to believe. It doesn't matter if you like these people or not. Those stories are botched. We have two people. One is very active right now. Actually, both of them are really active, let's be honest. We have two people ripe for the fucking picking for an investigation. I doubt Kiwis is going to be investigated anymore because, well, we botched that one up, didn't we? We just the simple fact alone that guy is still walking around just proves my entire fucking problem with how Twitter and YouTube tend to handle these allegations, Twitter especially. Twitter, for some reason, has this thing about protecting certain predators on their website, and I'm not going to go into any fucking details because I don't want to get this fucking video struck down. But, yeah, I think Jack Dorsey needs to have some sort of fucking investigation with how he tends to run his company. I think some of these YouTubers need to have some sort of fucking settlements disputed or some lawsuits fucking served their way for some of the fucking lies and shit that they tend to tell, for some of the fucking stories that they tend to come up with in order for them to get their fucking views. Even though there's a case right in front of you. Just admit it. You're settling your debts. I don't give a fuck what you feel like. You don't get to use this guy's a pedophile because he slighted you. You don't get to use that shit. Back in the day, if you accuse somebody of that shit falsely, they killed you because that ruins their life and it follows them for fucking ever. Or at the very least, they curb stomped your teeth out of your fucking mouth. These days it's different. One, everybody's bitch made. And two, you can't curb stomp anybody over the internet. The whole reason why I made this this video, I can't fucking speak. I'm getting fucking heated. The whole reason why I made this fucking video in the first place is because these are grown-ass adults settling high school level vendettas because they don't like someone. Or somebody said something mean about them one time on a fucking podcast. I don't give a fuck who you like or who you don't like. You don't get to use that guy's a predator as a way to fucking placate to your ego just to get them dug into even more shit. You don't get to do that. It's rotten. You're rotten for doing it. And because of shit like that is why people like EDP are on Facebook claiming to make a website to continue to make videos on after being caught red-handed trying to sleep with a teenager, trying to, let's call it what it is, rape a teenager. What the fuck? What? I don't understand this mentality these days. I really don't. When did we become so far gone that your fucking vendetta means more than the actual cause that you're supposed to be fighting for itself? These people, h3h3, Trisha, and defnoodles, these people don't give a fuck about protecting people. They don't give a fuck about any of that. They only care about settling their debts. They only care about getting even. These people do not give a fuck about helping anybody on this fucking platform, on other platforms, anywhere. They don't give a fuck about any of that unless it's one of theirs. And even if it's one of theirs, if one of theirs strays off the path of righteousness, they get buried with everybody else in the garbage. Bruh. I don't mean to make this about me, right? I got suspended from Twitter for calling somebody a moron because they were being a moron. Okay? That's what I got suspended from Twitter for. To this day, my shit's still not back. You know who's still on Twitter? You know who's really still on Twitter? The fucking guy who's named himself after a dog dick knot. And I can't believe I have to say that out loud. Because I can't stand to remember his fucking name right now. All I know is that he's blocked me on my private account, which, that's okay. I mean, like, you have the right to block me. That's funny. This fucking guy brags about raping and molesting his dog. He brags about a quote-unquote sexual relation with this dog. This guy still has a platform. And I'm not one for deplatforming, really. But there's got to be some sort of exceptions to the rule. And I don't know if it's a fucking meme or not. I kind of hope it does. But they have a flag now called Rape Sexual. Do you understand the insanity of that shit? This is what happens when, one, we don't fucking question certain people and what they're fucking into and what they like to do. And that's another rant for another day, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. But B, this is what happens whenever people who have a fucking large enough audience don't pay attention to what the fuck is actually going on around them that actually could become a fucking problem. I don't get it. I don't understand. When the fuck did H3H3 versus Keemstar become bigger than there are literal fucking victims in the process of some of what these fucking sickos do? This guy tried to lure a 13-year-old, and I don't give a fuck it was a catfish. This is what his intent was. Okay? EDP tried to lure a fucking 13-year-old into a sexual situation. A fucking barely coming out of puberty 13-year-old girl. What the fuck? Why is this not being reported on by H3H3? Why is he focusing on James Charles and David Dobrik? Why the fuck is defnoodles reporting about David Dobrik? Why is Trisha, who seems to have more of a moral compass, which is ironic, but more of a moral compass than her now family member, H3H3, why the fuck is she focused on Gabby Hanna? What is happening? There are commentators. There are people in this community that genuinely don't give a fuck about doing the right thing anymore. They just care about either settling debts or looking out for their own no matter how fucking wrong they are. Do you not see the problem here? Does nobody understand the issue here? Am I going to sit here and say that it's your obligation to look out for these things? No. Because at the end of the day, none of us are the proper authorities. We're just not. Like, I'm not a fucking police officer. I can only rant and rave about it till something gets done and call the police, which I normally report these fucking guys like the FBI has an entire fucking website you can do this on. You can just send in fucking reports, dude. No, we don't go to the FBI for some reason. We go to Twitter and YouTube. Twitter and YouTube are social media websites. One of them is used literally to kill time on the shitter. It's a shitter app. Or kill time when you can't fucking sleep. One of them is literally used to just binge watch shit that's not a TV show. This is where we're taking these allegations. I swear to God, these people worry so much more about ruining their fucking careers than putting them in prison where they belong. These people need to be in jail, bruh. They need to be locked up. This motherfucker was on Facebook on Saturday talking about making more videos. This dude could probably be on Facebook right now looking for more teenagers to manipulate into fucking him in his grotesque, fucking overweight, fucking blob-looking body. His fucking dick cheese dick, and I'm still pissed off that I was sent that. For God's sakes. What the fuck are we doing? When did killing clout become more important than actually fucking being of help, of some regard for this shit? This is fucking rotten, man. I swear. We got these fucking dickheads over at the I'm Alex fucking group chat that say that they're so above this drama, they got caught in a conspiracy against one of their own because he was getting more channel recognition than they were. Realize false allegations can ruin somebody's life, right? You realize because of false allegations, people like EDP and Red Kiwis walk. They walk because you want to settle your shitty vendettas that you have against people. Because you want to put out your stupid little fucking petty hit pieces on people. Is there anything humanity-wise within you that you would have? Is there anything in your fucking soul that you would have to just fucking forward this into the right guys, give them the evidence, and have them fucking take it from there? Shit, you're worried more about posting it on Twitter than you are sending it to the proper fucking authorities. Why does Twitter come first and they come second? How do we get rid of the guys that do this to people? How do we let them know that this shit is not okay? There are fucking active pedophiles on Twitter right now proud of the shit. They're proud of it. They advocate for it. Because these motherfuckers sit there and they don't do anything. If you sit there and make a Twitter post about it, that's not doing anything about it. Yeah, okay, you ruined their image. So fucking what? I don't give a fuck about their image. I care about if they could do this again. To other people. Traumatize more kids. Why don't you? What the fuck's the point of it at the end of the day? It's horseshit. These h3h3 has such a big audience. He could direct his audience to reporting some of these sickos that you come across online. Some of these sick fucks that want to fuck kids. They're animals. They exist, people. It's not always false allegations. Some of these people legitimately get exposed. Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby can't hurt anybody anymore because of their jail sentences. They're locked up. There might be more victims, but they ain't gonna be at their hands. That's how we're supposed to do this. That's how it's supposed to be done. If people can't let go of their fucking grudges, if you can't set aside your hatred enough for somebody to look at a real problem you don't need to be here anymore. Yeah, I'm saying it. Or at least you don't need to be fucking reporting on this shit anymore. You don't need to be reporting on drama anymore. Well, maybe not drama overall, but you don't need to be reporting on serious allegations like this if you're not willing to talk to the proper authorities about it. And by the proper authorities, I don't mean Jack fucking Dorsey. God, you know, you just... The more I think about this, the more angrier I get. Do you understand that there are people right now that get fucking snatched up and put into fucking human trafficking circles? They get fucking locked in basements and molested and raped by people that kidnap them or their fucking step parents or foster parents. Do you understand? There are real monsters out there. We don't need to be chasing phantoms. James Charles is negligent. He probably needs to have an adult around from now on, another adult around whenever he goes speaking to kids. Just in case. I don't think he's a creep, but you never know nowadays. David Dobrik is a moron. He makes horrible fucking prank videos. Like the majority of them on this website. None of them with any sort of creative for nothing. Just nothing. Do I think that he's a fucking freak? A creep? Well, he's a freak. But do I think he's a creep? No. I don't. There's not enough there for me to say that. That's the way other people should be thinking. Whenever a series of evidence, we'll call some of it evidence, is fucking pulled before you, don't automatically assume that the fucking guy is nuts unless you see something in that evidence. And you gotta use your critical thinking skills unless you see something in that evidence that comes up as a red fucking flag. EDP's red flag is so red, it's actually bleeding right now. The crimson is dripping from the fucking wind as the flag blows in it. Like, it's so fucking red right now. It's making me see red. Like, genuinely, I do not understand how the fuck you pick a James Charles situation, which he's fucking about to start suing people now because of, over an EDP thing. It's just, the proof, let's call it, it's not the same fucking thing. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. And if you can't fucking understand people's intentions by some of the things that they say, fuck, dude, then you need to get out more. Or at the very least, stop hanging around on fucking Twitter. I mean, goddamn, there are people that hang out on that website more than they talk to their own family. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that? There are people that hang out more on Twitter with their stupid, useless fucking opinions about shit, with their lazy fucking exposing about shit, with their fucking same 5 jokes that everybody on Twitter has. They sit there and they fucking just hang out on this website like this is the end-all be-all. It's fucking not. You want to talk about motherfuckers going out and touching some grass. If you can't fucking sit here, if you sit here with a fucking social media platform that you have more than 100k fucking followers on, and you come across some evidence of some fucking predator, and the first thing you choose to do with that evidence is post it to Twitter, you're the fucking one He needs to go outside, touch some grass, breathe some air. Because you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking moron. You're making me stupid just by talking about you. I can't even talk correctly because you're so goddamn stupid that you make me the imbecile. Even though you're the true imbecile. You make me dumb by talking about you being dumb. For God's sakes. It's like collateral damage. You have one brain cell, and that one brain cell is killing the rest of my brain cells. Look. My throat's going dry. I've been yelling for a good 35 minutes. I'm going to do some plugs. No, actually, I'm going to do some semi-shoutouts. You know, this is not probably the video that I would like to shout people out on. But I would like to thank M4 Savage Monty. He's the guy that you see me fighting in these clips today. I recorded over an hour-long bit of footage. And he was a big help in that. And I thank him a lot. You know, he's a really good fucking guy. Also want to thank G Silently or Warden or Meh, I guess he's going by now, for giving me the list of names, even though it was, or helping me with the list of names, even though it was inherently useless because the news had changed. And that's it. That's all I got. I don't know when the next one of these kinds of videos will be fucking made here. But the next one is definitely not going to be this serious. Because I won't be as pissed off. I promise. But until then, I'll see you around. And just remember, just for my sanity and for yours, if you ever come across somebody doing some horrible shit to somebody like this, if you ever come across someone who's trying to victimize a child, trying to goat a child into doing some reprehensible shit to them, if you ever see any evidence of this, any sort of thought of this, take it to the fucking police. I don't give a fuck if you don't like cops. I really don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't care about what you currently think that the police are. I don't care about your shitty political ideologies. Take it to the proper authorities. Don't take it to Twitter. Don't take it to PlayStation. Don't take it to fucking Xbox. Don't take it to YouTube. Don't take it to fucking Google. Don't take it to Instagram. Don't take it to Facebook. Take it before, even if you do that shit, take it to the fucking authorities. The police. The FBI, like I said, the FBI, they have a whole website for this shit where you can make reports on people doing disgusting things. They literally have a fucking entire site dedicated to it. They have a link and everything. They have an email. They have everything. All the disgusting shit that I've been sent in my tenure of being I wouldn't call myself a public figure, but like someone who's known enough to get that sort of hate online. All the rotten shit that I've been sent by some of these fucking sickos, yeah, they really help you out. So send them the proof. God damn it. Have them investigate it. Let the fucking authorities let the badges do their goddamn jobs. Because it's the only true way that you will be able to protect anybody. If that is your goal, and there's no other way to fucking do so unless you become the authority yourself, which none of you are willing to do. So please, take it to the right places. Google, where can I report child exploitation, child sex crimes? Just Google it. It'll pop up. That's all you gotta do. Really? Y'all are making this a lot fucking harder to put these scumbags away. If you're one of these people out there that just fucking, if you're one of these people out there that just thinks that social media is the way to go, or you're one of the Twitter do your thing people, which I don't see anymore because they're cancerous. If you think that just because you post someone doing shit online that makes you a hero, you're not a fucking hero. You're not doing anything good. Yeah, you're exposing them, but you're not exposing them in the right way that can get them put away so that they never do this shit again. You're leaving them open for opportunities to continue to do it. When you fucking falsely accuse someone of doing horrible shit, it makes the fucking victim stories harder to believe when the person that you falsely accuse turns out to be bullshit. When your accusations turn out to be bullshit, it makes it harder for the victims to come forward. Because because they come forward and they're thinking, well, everybody's gonna think my story's bullshit now. So stop it. Or better yet, don't make the allegation until you know for sure. Crazy, right? It's almost like you should send it into the fucking cops first. I'm done. I'm done with the subject. I'm up my fucking hands clean of it. This is the only time you're going to hear me talk about this. Unless something majorly new, and I mean like major, like I spend my day on Twitter reading it, new happens. Because it's the only way that you fucking find out things nowadays. Fucking just take that bit of advice, take your fucking vaccine, and most importantly, shut the fuck up.